In his letter, he said that he endorsed Kamala Harris. Mm-hmm. Do you think Kamala Harris got what it takes for the black vote?
I'm going to say yes, because a lot of people are looking for a black woman or a black person in office.
Right.
So they will definitely run to the polls now because they want her to be the next. I think the ones that were going to vote for Trump, now they'll vote for Kamala. They're calling her now Madam President.
Yeah, they are calling her now Madam President now. Yeah.
So I feel as though she might actually sweep this one for that reason.
She'll sweep it. I don't think she'll sweep it, but if she does win, like me, I got a few things to say about it. Mm-hmm. It'd be dope. It'd be real dope if she is the first female president, mm-hmm. and let that first female president be black. That'd be pretty dope. Mm-hmm. However, I don't know what she has done for this country other than being black. Yeah, so I wouldn't vote for her just because the color of her skin. Because in turn, I know I feel this way. I don't know how you feel, but I feel that a lot of people don't really know her background like that. They just going to vote for her because of the color of her skin. Mm-hmm. And in turn, that's kind of reverse racism if you think about it. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to vote for somebody to be the leader of this country just because of the color of their skin? That's a little wild.
I think everybody has done that before in the past as well. A lot of people don't stand on what they're talking about or what they're for.
Right.
I can only speak for certain groups. Mm-hmm. If you don't know the history of it and you're voting on color, which people have done. People have done.
A lot of people in the black community vote Democrat just because the color of their skin.
Well, that, and they just because they're black, I'm going to vote for them. Mm-hmm. We don't know what they stand on. We don't know what it really speaks for. I look at this, regardless of who you put in office, they're not going to save the world.
They're not.
It's not going to happen. There's still going to be issues with the economy. There's still going to be issues with, as they call it, urban areas.
Right.
You're still going to have issues with schooling. Mm-hmm. A lot of that stuff, you're voting for people that believe in different things that you may not agree with, but you're only voting because they're black.
Yeah, I know growing up, well, not really growing up, but I know as I got older and I started really paying attention to politics, not so much, you get what I'm saying? I'm not an expert in it. I do a little research here and there, but I never voted in my life. Let me just make that clear. Mm-hmm. But when I started to really understand the difference between a Republican and a Democrat and started to really understand their ideologies, mm-hmm. I mostly align with a Republican. Mm-hmm. And my family knows that. Mm-hmm. And my family definitely beats me down. Mm-hmm. Not really beat me down, but it's kind of like a sin to be a black Republican in our community.
In a black community.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I guess it was because of the Nixon era or whatever, because he was a Republican. Mm-hmm. And what happened? Why are you rolling your eyes like that? What you got to say?
I was laughing because, the history of Republican versus Democrat comes way before this. It's just like slavery times. We were all Republicans because the Republican Party was the one who wanted to have slavery abolished. Yes, it wasn't for, the greatest cause and all of this stuff, but they wanted to abolish slavery.
Right.
So it was the Republican Party that wanted that. Mm-hmm. Yes, a lot of the doctrines, or I don't know the word for it. There's a lot of changing throughout the line. So we had some corrupt ones. We had some people that were not for it.
Yeah.
We had a lot of that. But a lot of the other party is doing things underhandedly that we don't even look into or research into.
Right.
And I feel as though this was happening for a very long time. There was a lot of laws that are passed, and we don't even look into what laws are passed.
Exactly.
We look at what the TV's telling us, not what's
we look at what happened
in
the past.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? So, if we put the past aside because the past is the past, I'm not saying that we should forget about the past. Yeah, we learn from the past. And how do we learn from it? We learn by doing our own research.
Correct.
And the things that, like I hear people talking about like how much they don't like the over sexualization in schools.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? However, they wrote Democrat.
Correct.
And it's like, bro,
They're the main
or
ones
sis,
over sexualizing
if
children.
you're aligning with people that you don't even have the same ideologies
That's
with,
what I'm saying.
just because it is taught to you in your community to be Democrat,
Correct.
and you don't even know what that actually
Correct.
means in today's society.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Back in the day, you had Nixon, the Jim Crow era, stuff like that. Yeah, it was bad back then, and it's still bad now. But people change, policy change, America changes. America is always changing. So look at America for what it is today, and then do your own research. So yeah.
I mean, I feel as though a lot of times, I can only speak for like the Christian community, there's a lot of morals and viewpoints that they stand on or believe, but they vote the opposite of their viewpoints. So
Right.
I just find that
What are some, if you don't mind explaining?
Christianity states they don't believe in abortion. It's an abomination against God.
Right.
And the Republicans believe that. Democrats do not.
The Republicans believe in abortions?
No, they believe against abortions.
They believe
They're
against
100%
abortions.
against abortions. They're the ones who are making these laws where different states you cannot get an abortion, you can't
Right.
do certain things. They are the ones making those proclaims. Now, we have people that are Christians that
Right.
vote Democrat. Because if you're standing on, you're like a blood-born again Christian and you believe this, then you really should be siding with the ones that believe in the morals that you believe in.
Exactly.
And unfortunately right now, the Democrats do not believe in your morals. They believe in, a lot of different things that are against the Bible, but we bypass that and we look at color of skin, or we look at, well, my grandma was a Democrat and you should be a Democrat.
Right.
We don't look at when there's things happening in the world, what laws are being passed.
Right.
Because there's a lot of distractions. A lot of times there's laws being passed that we don't know. And if we don't pay attention, these laws are in effect.
Yeah.
So again, we don't look at what is going on, what is
Right.
happening. We look at how we feel and the color of our skin.
Right.
And do I feel as though like I'm a blood-born ABC? I feel as though we need to do research before we jump to a conclusion.
Right.
Before we sit down on Thanksgiving, because that's usually where these conversations come into play.
The conversations definitely come up on Thanksgiving.
Come with receipts on both
Yeah.
parties. I like to listen to both parties. I like to listen to both sides.
Me too.
What do you bring to the table?
But I'm usually like the Candace Owens. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
People don't like her either.
Yeah, people
Because she's a
always-
Republican.
Yes, they always come at me for like my viewpoints, and I'm just like, okay, you know what I mean? It seems that growing up, I heard that most black people don't like Republicans because of their wealth
Yep.
and they're racist.
Yeah.
So that's like the stigma, is that they take from the poor.
Not all of them racist.
And they give to the wealthy,
Right.
and they're racist.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I forgot which church I was in. But yeah, they was talking about voting Democrat in the
They usually
church,
do.
and it's like, what?
Because
like,
they get
what?
a cut from that.
Like what? Yeah, but like, why would you? Oh yeah, you just said it, because they get a cut from that. That's sad.
One thing I can
That's
say
sad.
about my pastor,
Yeah,
my
sad.
older pastor,
Right.
she had people come to her and say like, hey, we just need you to get up there and support the candidate, the Democrat candidate. And she was like, you're not going to silence my voice.
Right.
I'm going to speak on what I believe is morally right and what we stand on, and that is it. And she never got a payday. They basically left her to fend for herself because she would not follow the sheep mentality.
Yeah.
And there are churches out there that don't. Don't get me wrong. There are churches out there that like, listen,
there's some.
I'm not going to be part of your doctrine, and that's not what it's about.
I'm not saying that is
But
all.
there are
you get what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
of these
But
mega
it's
churches.
It's a lot that passes. I even hear, a certain radio host.
Yeah.
Should I say his name?
No, don't say his name.
Yeah. A certain radio host that Steve
yeah.
Harvey, whatever.
Oh, God.
Steve Harvey is constantly
love Steve.
pushing Democrat.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Constantly pushing. And you know what's crazy? I feel like, I don't even know if I should say it, because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Okay.
But Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
You know you know how like they always like be pushing that on you.
Yeah, they
like,
harass you.
They harass you. They solicit at your
they're
door.
very
This, that, and
annoying.
the third.
I'll be like, I know
That's how
Jesus
some
Christ.
Democrats are, man. If
Well, that's why I said Thanksgiving dinner. Usually that's
it's
the biggest
like,
fight.
What?
That's the biggest fight. Who you voted for? Who you voting for? Why are you voting for this person? How dare you? You're dishonoring our family because you're voting against this.
Yeah.
A lot of times my mom would not even talk about it because she was like, I'm not even trying to go into that with you.
Because your mom is a Republican.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because she Christians, like they follow the Christian beliefs.
Right.
So my mom was 100%, and they did not want to hear that. And like, how dare your grandma is rolling in her grave right now? Your grandfather fought for you to vote. She's like, I don't understand. I'm not voting. I'm voting, but I'm just not voting for the people that you think I'm voting for. And that my grandma has a whole thing against that. So it's like those conversations. They always say those are one of the taboo conversations you don't have at the dinner table because it gets heated.
It does get heated.
Somebody doesn't like that you said this. Someone doesn't think they this. Someone didn't research that.
Right.
So it's when people start going into whole politics, I don't say nothing. I just kind of look at them like, whatever you feel like you should do. Because honestly, me arguing with you about politics, what is that accomplishing?
Yeah, it's not like we're in office, right?
Yeah, like I'm fighting with you about who I voted for, and you're trying to tell me I was wrong. Okay, now that we accomplished that, what do we do? Do I get a star? Like I don't understand.
Oh man!
But again, our people just need something to like go back and forth about. Like you're wrong, I'm right, and I'm like I don't care who's wrong or right because at the end of the day, we're still in America, and either we're gonna be screwed or screwed over even more.
Well, I'm definitely that family member. I'm definitely that family member that
for sure.
I can't wait for somebody to bring up some politics.
Nah, me, I'll be like, please don't bring up damn politics.
I can't wait because like I'll be hitting people with that. Oh, so you believe in X, Y, and Z, huh? They be like, no. Well, that's what the Democrats believe in.
It's 100%.
Oh, so you believe in this, that, and the third?
Yeah.
Oh no,
so you're rich, huh? So you're rich and you feel
rich.
like they're gonna look out for you, and I'm like, what?
I'm not rich, but I am a firm believer of hard work. You
I
get
agree.
what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer of hard work.
I agree. There's a lot of things I do agree with when it comes down to America. You know, taking care of certain things. We shouldn't be taking care of certain things if we're working.
Shouldn't be taking care of certain things.
I'm just saying, shouldn't do it. I shouldn't be taking care of you because of whatever you got going. I shouldn't. I just shouldn't. I got to take care of me and my family, and that money should come into me and my family's mouths, not anybody else's. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Because again, I worked hard since I was 14.
No, I get it.
I deserve my money.
Exactly.
So you can feel how you want to feel, but I'm not here to feed everybody. And you're talking about, yes, people that have immigrated over here, family, I know all that. But again, I'm not here to feed everybody. I'm just not.
Right.
Just not. I'm not. I worked hard just as much as the next person. So I feel as though she might sweep it though.
Nah.
I think that's what their tactics is.
So we will see.
That was their secret weapon.
That was their back pocket switch knife.
Yeah.
That was their
they had this in the plan.
They was like, hey, if Joe Biden becomes senile and he can't do X, Y, and Z, then I'll put.
I think they knew he was senile though, because let's look at this. The Democratic, you see how the debate went, but then you see how
was terrible.
But you see how he went to different states and how he was very alert. He was talking fine. He was saying,
he was still fucked.
He wasn't as bad as the debate.
He wasn't as bad as the debate though.
And the debate, I feel as though I think it was a setup. And I've been said this.
Oh, so you're a conspiracy theorist.
I am 100%. Because I feel as though if you look at him and you look at the tapes of him in different states, he was not as senile as, he was bad on the debate.
Right.
Everywhere else, he knew.
He was terrible.
He knew what he was talking about.
He was terrible.
We're going to win back this, and I'm looking like, this is the same man that was on the debate. This is why I said this was the secret plan in the beginning. Oh, he's not going to be old enough to run fully. We're going to get her to run.
So you know what you're saying, right?
What?
You're saying that she, Madam
President. Everyone's going to be wearing chucks for that. Whole year
Madam
pearls.
President, you know what I mean? That she was a snake in the grass and that she planned this.
Yeah. Because, the viewers can probably give me more insight because, of course, everybody loves to tell somebody, Give me what has she done for?
What has she done
for the African American?
Even when she was a senator.
When she was a senator, when she was vice VP.
Right.
I'd like to know. Like personally, I didn't do my research and due diligence and do all that.
I know what she did.
What?
She made a commercial with Taraji P. Harris.
She tried. Okay, I know partially what she was trying to do because one of the shows I watch. No, she tried to help the black women in healthcare, which I don't understand what she's really doing now because we're still suffering in healthcare. Yeah. So I'm interested to see where that went.
That's a whole nother topic.
Correct.
The black women in healthcare.
Because the only reason I know is because one of my shows she was on talking to one of the people on my shows, Married to Medicine. She was talking to one of the doctors. And she was explaining what she wanted to do and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe she's going to do something.
But that's cool, though. If she does something with, like, I guess, ethnic reform and...
Well, I haven't seen anything. I'm
a
currently pregnant woman.
She's VP, so...
I'm a current pregnant woman. I am still suffering in the medical field because I still have doctors that tell me basically, like, hey... You got to do what we say you got to do because we're not going to give you the health care that you deserve. I've asked them several times what I want. They don't give me that. So what exactly what are we accomplishing? Like, what have we passed?
Yeah, we will see. We will see.
I mean, if you guys know, please, by all means, like, give me some articles. I don't want to hear what you hear and say. Articles.
Leave it in the comments.
Articles. And not know Wikipedia.
I think on YouTube, down in the comments, you can leave links.
That's
links
fine.
Of research that you find of what Kamala Harris had did for the black community. What Kamala Harris has did for the American people. Not an opinion. True facts.
I need
facts.
Facts.
Because I don't remember anything. I don't
recall anything. And
maybe she was just like being low with it or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, I thought she was supposed to give money to HBUs. I don't even know if that happened.
Yeah, I know that she talked about something with George Floyd. I know that happened or whatever. I mean, but that was a
she's been very quiet.
Publicity stunt.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She's been quiet. So
when it was like the race thing that was going on. She was front and center.
That's how they usually are. Yeah. It's front and center because it's the face. I need a face. Right. And again, y'all can say what you want to say, and that's fine. And again, I'm saying what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Give me facts. If you can I'm a facts person. Don't give me opinion. Don't. Oh well, she saved supermarkets. How? Give me examples of what she did.
She saved Pathmark.
Right. She needs to because Pathmark is no longer.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Food Town.
Right. Food Town's gone. But like legit, like give me something that she did because I don't think this woman did anything, and I could be wrong. So I'm open to learning. Mm-hmm. Knowledge is power.
As am I.
Right. Knowledge is power. But don't give me no opinion. I don't want to hear nobody on YouTube talking about, in my opinion. I don't care.
Right.
Just as much as I have an opinion, my husband has an opinion. Give me facts.
What has Kamala Harris
What's she done?
Kamala?
Madam President, as they call her.
Madam President.
It's the pearls in the chucks. That's what everyone's going to be wearing from here on out.
You know I'm wearing pearls right now, right?
Yeah, but you don't have no chucks on. My aunt's already been talking about it on Facebook. I'm like, oh, auntie.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, is that it? Is that it? That was like an awkward ending. Like, all right, the end.
That's it. Click all the video.
Right. Like and
subscribe. Share the video. Again, we are definitely a relationship podcast, but we just had to do something different here.
Yeah, I know y'all gonna kill these. How do you say that word? Yeah, I know you guys are going to be in these comments a lot,
right?
And have a lot of opinions. You are more than welcome to do that. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But yeah, that's just how I feel on it.
Yep. Soul Sapiosexual, all platforms except for X.
Right.
X is Soul Sapiosexual 1. Somebody took the name.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
Right. Assholes.
Yeah.
But anyway, good night, y'all.
Good night.